Z1620 here, and I'm super excited for today's video. I'm going to be covering the Heated Madness Kastov 762 from Modern Warfare 2 DMZ. It was a secret blueprint you had to get from the Koshkai complex. So I don't remember if anybody remembers that, but that is the weapon we're going to be using today. We're going to be going through Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, taking out elites and bounties, all the likes, all the way through. So make sure, if you guys are new to the channel, that you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future uploads from myself on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Also, I'd love to see you guys come join us in the streams. We are live daily. The links are down in the description below. We are on Kick and Twitch. Hope to see you guys there. And without further ado, let's get to the Heated Madness video. Alright, so here we are. We're going to spawn in with the Heated Madness Kastov 762, and this is a special weapon blueprint that you had to get from Modern Warfare 2 DMZ, and it was inside the Koshkai complex. So I don't know if you guys have had this weapon or you were able to get it from DMZ. Let me know down in the comments if you got the Heated Madness from DMZ in Modern Warfare 2. So we're going to start off this series again with just our perks, white rarity, and we're going to head off and find ourselves a tier 1 bounty, and we're going to head off and see how the Kastov 762 Heated Madness Blueprint does with no weapon rarity and no pack-a-punch against a tier 1 mimic bounty. So here we are, we track down our mimic, and let's get to the fight. It's, again, something I've noticed during this series is the tier 1 bounty contracts, no matter which bounty you're getting, seem to be a lot stronger recently. However, this Kastov 762 was making fairly easy work of the tier 1 bounty, even with no rarity and no pack-a-punch on it. The Heated Madness Blueprint is really strong. So definitely really enjoyed using this weapon. It is always a bit of a fight to deal with sorry, there was a zombie in the sidewalk there. Hello? Anyway, I've noticed the tier 1 bounties being with white rarity and no pack-a-punch. Your base variant of the weapon build that you have really can make a huge difference on how long these fights can take. I found the Kastov 762, the Heated Madness Blueprint, is really strong. Just on white rarity, no pack, I was able to deal with the mimic. It's a little bit of a struggle, but only because of the amount of bullets you have to put into the tier 1 bounty. So I just kept trying to distance myself, wanting to show you guys the damage on the mimic's health bar as he's coming towards me, which is part of the reason why you see me run so far away and then shoot, so you guys can see the actual damage as I'm shooting the weapon. And you can see here, it's definitely something that you can do in tier 1 with the Kastov 762 Heated Madness Blueprint. It's pretty strong. We got a nice loot out of that one, which was a PAP 2 and a self-revive, so definitely happy with that. Now, I wanted to go and grab another bounty in tier 1, but this time we're going to throw on our legendary tool, and I'm going to put on Napalm Burst, and then we're going to head over and pick up our second bounty here in tier 1 and see just the difference between white rarity, unpacked, to legendary, and napalm. I always have napalm. It's one of my favorite ammo mods to run. Let me know in the comments, guys, which ammo mods you feel are the strongest and the best in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. And also, let me know which ones you run most of the time. Now you can see right there, legendary with napalm in tier 1. The bounty didn't even stand a chance. That was awesome. So this gun is definitely really strong. Of course, with legendary, it's going to be the strongest it can be for weapon rarity. So let's get off into tier 2, and I wanted to show you guys how it handles tier 2 without pack-a-punch. So we just have legendary and napalm dealing with the tier 2 zombies, and it wasn't much of an issue. We had a mangler here, and I tried to isolate the mangler so I can just show you guys, how the Kastov 762 Heated Madness handles a tier 2 mangler, just an elite in tier 2. Again, we're not pack-a-punched, and we only have napalm and legendary. And I was making easy work of the zombies in tier 2 for sure. Definitely not a problem. And there's an elite for you in tier 2 with just legendary and napalm. So very strong for sure. And, I always tell you guys, weapon rarity in this game is huge. If you have epic, legendary, and even pack 1 or pack 2, your gun is going to be ridiculously strong. So try and, collect and stow your epic and legendary tools as much as possible so you guys can bring them with you for your games to make life just a lot easier. when dealing with elites or whatever tier you happen to be in. Having a weapon rarity of epic or legendary is definitely going to make things a lot easier. So this is our Mimic. We picked up our bounty in tier 2, and as you can see, I am now just legendary and napalm dealing with a tier 2 Mimic. And it is quite the struggle. This feels like some of the tier 1 bounties I've had with white rarity and unpack-a-punched on maybe not so strong weapon is what this tier 2 bounty felt like to me, but I'm running around with legendary and napalm. I don't have a pack-a-punched, so it's definitely going to be a little bit more of a, you know, a bullet sponge dealing with tier 2 bounties and elites not being pack-a-punched, especially the bounties because of the extra health. But you're able to see it took a bit, but we were able to finish off our Mimic in tier 2 unpack-a-punched, just legendary with napalm burst on it, and we were able to complete the contract. So it's definitely something that you can do. Would I recommend it? Probably not. Put on pack 1, put on pack 2, make this easy work for yourselves instead of having to run around and use a ton of ammo on a bullet sponge that doesn't need to be a bullet sponge. So that's my recommendation. So we completed that one. Now I want to go and get another bounty here in tier 2, and this time we're going to put on my PAP 2. So I'm PAP 2 legendary and with napalm burst. So let's go ahead and equip those right now. So we got PAP 2, we got legendary already, and we have napalm burst on. So let's go ahead and run over to our next bounty in tier 2, which was again a Mimic. So we just a couple pot shots, get him to come out, and what a difference PAP 2 made. It was ridiculous just how much easier that was. One magazine versus multiple reloads, multiple running around. Is this gun weapon, is the Kastov 762 Heated Madness one I would say is viable inside of tier 2? 100%. You get a pack-a-punched epic. You won't have much issues running around tier 2 with this weapon at all. We got a couple perks out of that loot, which wasn't too bad. So now I wanted to show you guys when Dokabi is here. The zip lines on the towers and the cranes are blocked off. Can you still use them? A lot of you think no, but you can. You need to come over here, and you're going to take this zip line up the building. It's just to the right of Dokabi. I mean, you can see Dokabi right there on my screen. The towers are right in front of me. So all you want to do is zip line up to this building here, and then you're just going to zip line over to the crane. Now, the only thing you need to make sure of is you're landing on the bottom platform here, so you have access to the zip line in the crane. If you land the level above, you won't have access to the zip line. So you have to just make sure you land on the bottom level, and then that can take you back up to the top of the crane, and you can use the crane like I love to do to fly into tier 3, so you have a couple seconds to breathe, to pack a punch, or whatever you're going to do. So now we're going to head off into tier 3 with the Heated Madness Kastov 762, and let's just see how it handles things in tier 3 pack-a-punched. Alright, so here we are in tier 3, about to go pack-a-punch. Check the loot chest, got a nice Casimir grenade out of there, which will be a big help. So now we have Kastov 762 Heated Madness triple packed, and then I had the strangest thing happen in tier 3. The zombies didn't even come to me or recognize I was there. It was very, very odd. I was confused. I even shot one, didn't seem to do anything. And then lo and behold, they all decided to come at me. So I'm not sure what happened there. Let me know if you guys have ever had that happen to you in tier 3. That was very, very strange. But here you can see the Heated Madness definitely does well in tier 3. It can handle all of the zombies, not a problem. We have a Mimic Elite in here, which definitely was an issue. So we were to clear that out. Crowd control in tier 3 with the Heated Madness is definitely something that is doable. This gun is definitely usable and viable in tier 3 triple packed. I do have legendary on it. So as we're running around in tier 3, we had a player pop up with a notification that they went down in tier 3, and you know what we had to do? We had to head over and help out this player and get them up so they can continue on whatever it is they were doing in tier 3. So we put out a decoy, we put out an energy mine, and I went and revived this player so that they don't have to worry about, you know, losing everything inside of tier 3, because that's incredibly frustrating. And I love to go and help players out in tier 3 when I get a chance. So you can see here we had a whole bunch of zombies. I guess these were the ones that downed him. They came to me, and the Kastov 762 Heated Madness was just able to deal with the crowd control. Not much of a problem. We felt really confident using this weapon inside of tier 3. So the last thing we needed to test it on was, of course, a Mega Abomination. And I have to say, this gun is definitely something that is viable in Tier 3, dealing with the Mega Abominations. At range, you can see it was able to do damage. Up close, we were able to do damage. It's really strong against the elites in Tier 3. Even though the Mimic was grabbing me, I still was able to just finish him before he even had a second chance. So then we can see here at range, you're able to do damage. I think I popped one of the eyes out there at range, so this gun is definitely viable for Tier 3 for taking out Mega Abominations. There was another player here, so we teamed up, sort of. I mean, we didn't join teams, but took out another Mangler. You can see a Tier 3 Elite, not a problem for the Heated Madness for sure. We fought this Mega Abomination here. Got me a monkey from one of my loots, and we thought we'd chuck that out, give us some breathing room while dealing with this Mega Abomination. Took out another eye right here, I think. He tried to eat me. I guess he's hungry. I look tasty, apparently. So I ran and we hit around the sign here and continued on battling the Mega Abomination with the Kastov 762 Heated Madness. You can see it definitely does some awesome damage to Mega Abomination. So this is a weapon I would definitely recommend using in Tier 3 as it is very strong. He's almost done right here. I think what actually killed him was my teammate's sentry turret. He was running around, charging at me here. I thought I was going to be able to finish him off here, but he was eating too much of my health. Almost had him. So I was plating and he was still chomping on me, so I ran away. And this is where I believe my teammate there put down the sentry turret. And right here, the sentry turret finished off the Mega Abomination. So it's definitely something that you can do. It can take out Mega Abominations for you in Tier 3, that is for sure. Now, as I always do, when we get to the end of the videos, I work my way out of the high threat zone towards the exfils, and we pick up bounties along the way. So this is a Tier 2 bounty. We are triple packed Legendary with Napalm Burst on the Kastov 762 Heated Madness Blueprint, and just look how easy it deals with the elites. Of course, I wasn't full of ammo. He grabbed me, and then he got deleted. So it's definitely very strong inside of Tier 2. Triple packed with Legendary and Napalm on for sure. We got not much. The loot, I kept having to try and get to the rift, but there's all the plates on the ground. So instead of getting the reward rift, I kept picking up plates, which was driving me nuts. Anyway, we finally were able to get into the reward rift, and we got ourselves Elemental Pop, which I think I stowed or I didn't even grab it. Left that. Now we went off to Tier 1 because we're about to exfil, and we wanted to go and see how it handles a Tier 1 bounty, and with absolute ease, he just got deleted. So that being said, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, at the end of the video, you'll have the build for the Kastov 762 Heated Madness. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.